Last time these players met in championship round, 296 for this man, 280 for his opponent, Norm Duke.
And that is a lonely 9.
Well, Duke told us, and I said at the top of the telecast, if my opponent misses today, he loses. So I guess if he's prophetic enough, the match is already over. But there's a lot left to go.
Spare for the winner of the semifinal game, Bryan Goebel. In fact, he's 1-2. Scores of 200-219. Now Norman Duke. And the native Texan in the pocket.
Duke just solid as ever, starts right out where he left off in his last championship match. He had 11 strikes against Bryan Goebel. Not enough as he bowled 280. Second frame.
Many fans shouting Duke. That double puts the pressure on Bryan Goebel, who won True Value at Landmark Lanes in Peoria. Solid.
Chris, just a terrific tournament this week, the Johnny Petraglia Open. 18,000 spectators came through the turnstiles this week, and that's quite a lot for a PBA tournament. We have a capacity crowd here on for the championship match. Goebel spare strike. His opponent Duke started with 2 strikes. Third frame.
English major at Kansas University.
Blueprint strike. Ball strikes the 1-3, deflects into the 5 and 9.
Three for 29-year-old Norm Duke, now bowling out of Edmond, Oklahoma.
The absolutely perfect form of Norm Duke. A low maintenance swing. He's just above his shoulders. Look at how everything squares away. This foot is right along the target line, follow through the target, left shoulder back, knee bend perfect. 5'5", 125 pounds. He can do it all.
Well, 2, 8, and a 10.
Could have really put the squeeze on his opponent, Bryan Goebel, but now all he has to do is try to get the ball in this area and bounce one of the pins out. I watched him leave it twice this week, and that's what he likes to try to do. Ram the 2-8 straight on and bounce it out the kickback.
On an open frame, 2-time winner this year, Norm Duke. We're in the championship match. We'll be back.
Man who's probably the best all-around athlete on the Pro Bowlers Tour leads this match by 5, Bryan Goebel.
That 3-bagger puts him in the lead by 15.
Bryan's accomplishments in college: just missed scholarships in baseball and basketball. He featured a 90-mile-an-hour fastball, hit 300 as a third baseman, and played 1 year on the bowling team coached by Bob Glass. After the first year, he turned pro. Right now, it's paying dividends. He could extend his lead to 25 over Norm Duke.
4-7. That on the left lane here at Carolier.
Goebel, a very cerebral move on the lanes as you see the low angle, and he just avoids the 4-7-9 split, the 9-pin last going down. He's moved towards the center of the lane and not playing that critical outside line. He's giving himself a little more room for error.
Continues to mark here in the championship match. 34,000 to the victor, 18 to the runner-up. Using the full approach, right?
Rebounds from that.
Open with 3 in a row. Fourth frame.
Went to dinner with him the other night, Chris, and the little guy can really eat. He had six appetizers in about 1 hour, and very strong body, strong mind, and a strong ball, which he's been feeding all this week. He's over to the left. He's going to be in this area, play the big hook ball, as he talked about, between the second and third arrows.
All right.
Got that left tap.
Who picked up the tap?
Have to be honest, our production assistant, Steve Shunk, picked it up for the boys.
Oh, another Bowling Green graduate.
Very entertaining match so far. For the championship, just a 3-pin differential, 6 frame.
And off to the opposite side for a 6-10.
Bryan's got a high maintenance swing. He gets up there real high. He has a, look at this swing right there. It's very high. And when you have a high swing like that, you can get hot and cold and you throw some very erratic shots. He usually does one a game. He got away with it in this particular frame.
Oof. Oh, spared him. Bogey 6.
Both these players feature 6.5 step approaches. Norm meditates, and here goes Bryan, 7th frame.
Oh.
10.
Goebel made a good shot, but
Spare here by Goebel, it will be all even. Good spare technician, straightens the ball out, completely flattens it out on the spares. Norm knows the score. He has 2 strikes working. Watch this technique by Goebel. The full grip. He's got a big hand. Stretches around the ball straight at the 10-pin.
Okay, spare.
Goebel spared in the 7th frame.
Norm Duke, way left. He's going to target right in this area. Quickly up there, bang, right through the shot.
Mixing them up. 3 in a row and taking a 10-pin lead in the title game.
Norm ranked 2nd in the world behind Walter Ray Williams Jr. in the computer rankings, and Bryan Goebel 3rd. Walter Ray struggled this week, did not cash, taking a couple weeks off to give all the boys a little chance to catch up. Duke leads by 10, can make it 20.
Oof.
5 feet 5, 125 pounds, 29 years old.
Both honored and vilified for his actions on the lanes, and right now he's squeezing Goebel, the man who defeated him in the True Value 2 weeks ago. And he put the real good squeeze on him as Bryan took that squeeze from inside to outside to the grip of the ball. Hits high, leaves the 3. Watch the 7-10, barely goes down. He leaves the 3-6-10, avoids the 3-6-7-10 split. He hangs tough in the match. Now, Goebel, to get back in this match, he must throw some strikes. Duke, you cannot wait for him to make a mistake. A possible 232 if he strikes out. Duke going to 235 pace.
Fourth pin for Bryan Goebel, thus far this year, has earned $38,025. This man, $109,000, only to be topped by Johnny Petraglia, $110,000.
Norm Duke, as he comes up here, he predicted earlier, if you miss, you're mine, and he can lock it up if he strikes here. Here we go.
Man, just slammed the door on Goebel.
2 wins coming into this one, the choice in the AC Delco Classic. And he was second in Peoria, don't forget, with a 280, while Bryan Goebel shot a 296.
You know, Chris, I just saw something by Bryan Goebel there as we were watching Norm Duke. He came back and told Norm, nice shot. He knew it cost him a bunch of money, but he admired the shot of this man.
Difference of 16,000, winning or finishing second. Oh, now Norm Duke already earned, and we're just in the month of March, $143,000, though.
Year he had
off to a good start, and he's going to make a lot more. He is razor sharp this year. His goal is to be Player of the Year, and he's got 3 victories under his belt already.
And Goebel and Duke did
finishing the 240s.
well.
Bryan Goebel, a very admirable 221 if he strikes out, but not enough against the King, Duke.
And Goebel and Duke found out about 2 best bowlers.
Well, Norm Duke, who won last year's ABC